Subscribe, hype, like, click the notification bell and turn on all notifications. And donate with a super thanks donation in the comments section below for the unfiltered, unapologetic SeanzViewEnt, your home for WWE news, rumors, and backstage chaos. This is where gossip gets exposed around the clock. Now, here's your host, the brash SeanzViewEnt.
From Mini Hausen at WWE Backlash to Roman Reigns in the main event to the John Cena Classic, this Backlash just about had it all. And what an opener. What a strong opener with Bron Breakker and Seth Rollins. And what about the tease of Asuka teasing retirement following her match with IYO SKY at WWE Backlash? And you know what? Going into this Backlash event, there was a lot riding on this event. However, it got overridden by all the news and the rumors before Backlash, all the releases, TKO and all the drama with them, the game, Triple H, the creative. So there was a lot actually overlooking WWE Backlash. Instead of talking about Backlash and the matches and the predicaments and what should have happened and what could have went down and what would have went down on a night where John Cena announced the John Cena Classic, NXT versus WWE, the John Cena Championship. Is that what you're expecting? Is that what you're anticipating? And then we got to the main event. It was main level. But of course, we got all the results. We got all the breakdowns. What was the match of the night? What was your review of WWE Backlash? Because as you know, we prove it to each and every one of you. We brew it up. Remember, if you want more reviews like this, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, donate below with a super thanks donation, or become a channel member today. Or you see the comment section at the top of the video, the pinned comment section. Click the link right now. Did you think Roman Reigns was going to walk away the World Heavyweight Champion? Did you anticipate or expect the result that we got in the main event? What about Seth Rollins passing the torch to Bron Breakker? And what was a great match? In my opinion, if I'm summing this up, if I'm reviewing this, if I'm looking at Backlash, again, an event that could have very well been horrible. Could have went the other way. And let me say this too. The crowd was hot all night. The crowd was explosive, and that's what made this event even better. The crowd was so hot. There was so much emotion. In my opinion, I'm saying my review, but my review don't matter because remember, your view is the only view that matters on YouTube.com. It was a sensational WWE Backlash. Definitely worth a watch in my estimation, from pillar to post. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, the crowd was just so boisterous. It was very entertaining. The crowd was into it. The crowd was digging it. Sure, were there some moments in some parts of the night where you could have nitpick at this and nitpick at that? Was the only thing all right, so you want to talk about some criticisms, because not everything can be perfect, right? From top to, not everything can be perfect. The stage, the ramp, the Titantron, the setup, very mediocre. Could be a hell of a lot better. Could go back to the Attitude Era, the Ruthless Aggression Era. Remember the great stages, the great setups, the great Titantrons, the great entrance ramps that they used to have. That's probably my biggest disagreement with WWE Backlash tonight, is just, and you know what bothers me the most? You know what gets underneath my skin the most? Is that WWE has all these millions and billions of dollars, TKO, all these partnerships, all these networks, ESPN, Netflix. They have all this different money. Saudi Arabia, Saturday night's main event, merchandise sales, ticket sales are through the roof, although ticket prices are also through the roof to the point where we can't afford them. But we also, ladies and gentlemen, are receiving word, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and newsletters, as Backlash is going off the air, as we see the World Heavyweight Championship match commence, as we see the main event come to an end, as we see it come to a draw between Jacob Fatu, which the fans were very, not mild, but they were wild tonight, which is good, because again, when the fans are interested, when the fans are invested, it makes it a hell of a lot better in my estimation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this John Cena Classic and the tournament? And you know, we were all expecting John Cena was going to say, well, I'm a shareholder, or I'm part of the TKO group, or I'll be the general manager, or I'll be the commissioner of the WWE. Many people were expecting it to be John Cena talking about Club WWE. Well, ladies and gentlemen, your thoughts, your comments, your review of WWE Backlash. What stood out? What was boring? What was dull, if anything? Is there anything is this an event that you could go back and watch again? Is this something you could talk with your friends, your girlfriends, your boyfriends? Is this someone you'll talk about with work or at school tomorrow, perhaps, potentially? Ladies and gentlemen, this Backlash, in my opinion, is a Backlash that will go down as noteworthy. And when I say sensational, I do believe that. I do believe it, viewers. I really do. Because here on SeanzViewEnt, we come to the forefront for the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers that make this what it is. And again, if you want more reviews like this, well, then you carry it in. And is Asuka really going to retire? Is she teasing retirement after a match against IYO SKY? But again, my match of the night, it's a toss-up. Bron Breakker, Seth Rollins versus, and then you got Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu in the main event for the world title. Both these matches really turned it up. Both these matches really got you invested and interested in the product and what we witnessed and what we got tonight at WWE Backlash. And going into it, what would this be without news, rumors, gossip, and speculation? Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are now receiving word, according to those in the know, that the WWE Backlash results, highlights, and key moments for May the 9th. And I want to wish my dad a very big happy birthday on this day. The identity of WWE's Mini Hausen revealed after his Backlash appearance, and WWE fans actually hijacked the Backlash match with loud "We Want Kyrie" chants at WWE Backlash. Also, breaking news as a first ever has been announced in WWE. Once again, remember to like, comment, subscribe, click the bell. WWE announces first ever two-night triple mania during Backlash. Also, with Danhausen introducing Mini Hausen, so that's the other thing I can say was a letdown. That was kind of like a blah to me. Was the introducing of the tag team partner. I thought it was going to be a legend. I thought it was going to be a Hall of Famer. I thought it was going to be an icon. I thought it was going to be CM Punk. I thought it was even going to be Jelly Roll, because that was the rumored names. But again, that is not what we got. That is not what we had. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Big E gets loud New Day Rocks chants during the 2026 WWE Backlash. And again, this is a show, this is a pay-per-view that could have definitely been overlooked, okay? Also, Gingerbread Man meme goes completely off the rails after WWE SmackDown, and as the Gingerbread Man has been inserted into multiple different pictures and historic moments in AEW and WWE. Also, Kyrie saying Tampa airport sighting rumor was shut down before WWE Backlash. Also, Stephanie Vicara's ex-boyfriend says not everything has been exposed following guilty verdict. Also, ladies and gentlemen, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, the WWE's former WWE star, current AEW competitor, Dustin Rhodes appears to take shot at WWE pay cut strategy amid the TKO contracts expiring. Shawn Michaels reveals how long WWE really needs to create main roster talent. And then Roman Reigns, ladies and gentlemen, when all the cards are down, just when you think Roman Reigns can't win, Roman Reigns comes up big. Roman Reigns still your world heavyweight champion, defeating Jacob Fatu at WWE Backlash. Your review, because SeanzViewEnt depends on the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers, because you guys make this show what it is. Subscribe, with plenty more to come, because SeanzViewEnt truly does bring it to the forefront, whether you be on an iPhone, a cell phone, a laptop, a desktop. We light that fire. We ignite it here on SeanzViewEnt, and we keep it true for each and every one of you, as we are also going off the air with Karrion Kross. There's a name, another guy that was released several years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, Roman Reigns' final warning before Backlash was, "We'll always be family, but I'm going to show you why I'm the man that was chosen." And Roman Reigns definitely showed tonight why he was the man chosen to defeat Jacob Fatu. As we are also receiving word during that main event that there was tables being crashed. It was devastation. It was annihilation. But Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu brought it, and so did that Tampa crowd tonight. And I couldn't be any happier with how this show went down. Subscribe with more to come from the Brash One. Later.